That's it. Hello. I've got something a little bit different for you today. I've got a story that I would really love to show you. You might not know, but I have another strand to my business which I call First Man Media. It's kind of a new commercial video side of my business. I did a really interesting project recently and I wanted to show you the video that I created because I was embedded with the Royal Navy, who were doing a charity event raising money for veterans with mental health problems and things like that. So not particularly photography related, but it's a very interesting story. It's inspiring and I was just very proud to be a part of it and to be able to create this video. So I wanted to show you the film. I hope you enjoy it. I'd love to hear what you think about it down in the comments. And if you're inspired to donate at the end, I'll put a link up at the end of the video and in the description, and that would be very much appreciated by me and by everyone involved. So I'll play the video and I'll see you soon.
This is now quite a concern for us. The rain and the cold has really got into their skin. We've just got to make sure that they get there safely now, because I am a bit worried if they are cold and wet.
Hi, would you like to know what my view on today is? Well, I'll tell you. It's cold and it is miserable.
Right, so Waitrose and Truro, so this is 8 miles from our start point tomorrow in Falmouth. So Waitrose have kindly let us use their store to basically promote our event and also speak about what the charity does. It gives a chance for serving personnel like myself and veterans to also engage with the public as well.
Well, because of the nature of our charity, we look after veterans in the criminal justice system. It's not everyone's favourite thing, you know, burglars and soldiers that punch people, but the idea is to get them not to do it again. So we have to really work hard to get every penny. And so the idea is to put on these rather bizarre events to try and recreate some of the great things that's happened in the past regarding British history. And one of the things was the Pickle Ride, where little HMS Pickle delivered the news of poor Nelson's death, and the good news of the Battle of Trafalgar was won. Came back to Falmouth and a team of horses raced all the way back to Trafalgar, to Admiralty Arch, to give their lordships the good news and the bad. It's very difficult to do, 300 odd miles. I've been preparing for it by having lots of burgers, chicken legs as you've just seen, and beer. Here is my saddle. It's attached to my cycle. As you see, my cycle is slightly bigger.
It's looking horrible at the moment. I think we're going to get rained on all day. And that is miserable when you're on a bike, when it is windy and wet. It absolutely caps your energy levels. You use a lot of energy just staying warm. Absolute value for money tomorrow in terms of the money raised, because we are going to be miserable and complaining. Yeah, not looking forward to it at all, to be honest. The group we've got around and the banter's kind of going already, and there's a real good spirit. So we will get there, just slowly and wetly. Ready for tomorrow, as ready as I can be. So there's 23 of us doing it, all mixed abilities of cycling. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, a lot of hills, and we'll be as ready as we can be. What I want to do tonight, after everyone's said their bit, I want to get all the rations and that sort. It's all broken down to what goes in what vehicles, and tomorrow it's a case of stick it in the vehicles, stick ourselves in the vehicles, get down there. Just want a good time, good laugh, you know, all help each other out.
Just spin yourself gently up the hills. It's going to be quite emotional. You will go through some massive highs and some massive lows, but when your bottom lip starts to go, give it another 5 minutes and you'll come out the other end and you'll feel fine.
It is, without doubt, the biggest fundraising effort we've seen for the charity. You know, the charity will be really grateful for that, and that's down to everyone that's involved in it. There's a couple of senior officers in here. For this weekend in particular, it's going to be first name terms. I don't want to hear any sirs, because ultimately we're all in this together. And that stops on Sunday about 1500, then it's back to normal business. Gav, happy?
Yes, yeah, well, flatmates.
But genuinely, the thing is to enjoy it, and hopefully we'll get the weather for it.
Day one begins at Pendennis Point, and after they get their bikes ready and have a few photographs with the local press and the mayor, they're ready to set off on this 300-mile journey.
Well, it's been fantastic. I don't think I've ever been so exhilarated on an exercise like this. We've done almost 350 yards from the start, and one of the guys has got a puncture. And do you think anyone's got a pump? Jim Davidson, News at 10, Falmouth.
So we started off down at Pendennis Point. Shame it was windy, cold, freezing even. And the guys set off really well. Went to Truro, started drizzling a little, but by the time they got to Cornwall Services, they were soaking wet. They couldn't even hold their bottles because they were shaking so much. One of our girls did a cracking job. She came up, bought 30 pasties for us. Their morale just shot up through the roof, you know, just having that one pasty, a bit of warm food, and they were off again. So yeah, that's the start of the race.
The next stage of the day climbed onto the exposed moors, and with the driving, constant rain and busy roads, it made the conditions very difficult and dangerous for the riders.
When the riders came in, they were very cold. I think the moors really took it out of them. And you could see like it sapped their energy massively. As support drivers really just wanted to fuel them up, get them water, get them all the food they need.
I can't get out of my saddle, so I just cramp as soon as I stand up. So I've got to stay in the seat, which is just more energy. A donut, that was a bit of a treat. Right, over 100k done anyway.
Hello Twitter followers. We are now in Oakhampton, just waiting for the last of the riders to go through, so that's groups 3 and 4. They were shattered when we saw them in Launceston, and sadly one of them even had to drop out just through just the pain he was going through. This is now quite a concern for us. The rain and the cold has really got into their skin. We've just got to make sure that they get there safely now, because I am a bit worried because they are cold and wet.
Hi, would you like to know what my view on today is? Well, I'll tell you. It's cold and it is miserable.
Their next stop after that will be Exeter, and that's their final stop for day 1. So we're going to see what they're like now, but as you can see, it's raining, it's not nice, it's cold. I can't imagine they're going to be in too good a condition, but you know, we'll sort them out, get them back on their way, and let's get this day 1 complete and start on the next.
I am a spent man. That was horrendous. I'm tired.
Today is day 2 of the Pickle Ride. The toll from yesterday is a lot of us got cold yesterday. I mean, really cold. And once you're cold, you can't keep your muscles warm, and that's when you start getting your little niggles. 23 of us set off, only 20 made it back. Very long day. I think group 4 I was in, it was literally 11 hours on the bike. It literally rained from 10 o'clock until we got back into Exeter. That's about 8 o'clock last night. Really, really bad. The lads done really, really well. Jim's kept the morale up as usual. Here it comes. Oh, here we go.
Thank you very much. No more of this.
No more. No accidents yesterday though. No one came off the bike, so that's good. And we hope for the same today, because there's some busy roads we're going on, and Saturday traffic as well. So we need to stay safe and you know, complete day 2 safely. It's pretty cold at the minute. So about 8 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully it'll warm up throughout the day. We've been told there's no rain, but we'll see. No rain, no wind. So let's hope. Bit of warmer weather and them little niggles won't set in. Wrote up the bike already. Jokingly, I said this morning I'm going to do it in trainers, and it almost happened. So I just changed the pedals off one bike to another bike and jumped on that one. So literally I had to do hills in the big wheel as in the top gear, which didn't do too well on the legs.
So here we are in Honiton. The reason we have stopped here actually is there's Alan Rowe, who's MBE, he's got a barber's here, and he wanted us to just come out and meet him and give us this baton that basically follows us. It creates conversation, and this is where we can talk about what we're doing, how we're doing it.
In there's the baton's message is written on parachute still, and this parachute was used in action in Afghanistan. There's something, go and do something with it.
Yeah. The good thing about today though, just with the weather, we're having a better day today. I think just from yesterday it shows you how bad it could be, and I think that the guys now respect what this ride is all about.
Hey!
day 2 complete, Salisbury. So we had hills yesterday, and today we had more hills, and there was some big ones. Did get off my bike at one point because I cramped up for a few seconds and then got back on it. The team had done really good. We had a few mechanical breakdowns in our group. We've had punctures, chains come off, tyre changes. So there's a bit of stop-start all the way. 4 of the group are here, still waiting on another 3 to come back because of all the mechanical failures. A successful day, the other 2 groups are in, which is good. Personally, it's been hard today, my knees have been absolute agony all the way, but successful day, 3 groups all back in, and we're near enough all back in. Bring on day 3.
It's the last day. Wow. Early start this morning for everybody, including yours truly, that had to go to McDonald's and pick up 25 breakfasts. So now,
that's cool.
home run.
Can I just reverse out?
They've done brilliant. I'm knackered and I'm only driving this thing.
The challenge today is to really push through this last little bit now. They're tired, they're hurting, their legs are hurting, and they need to get to London. Spirits are high already because they know it's the last leg. Oh! We can have a swap.
It was a bit funny coming into London.
Yeah.
Because
People not taking the right route, but
people went on wrong routes and the traffic beat us and the cycle lanes left us for dead. But we've got to where we are and we're just waiting for them to turn up. And well, what can I say?
Yeah.
Well, we got there. We had to live a bit at the end because all the Buckingham Palace was all closed up where we're supposed to meet. So we managed to get it all together, and here we are. Brilliant. And they've done a fantastic job.
So now 307 miles done, quite a lot of climbing, 3 days of hard graft and effort. Everyone, they played an absolute blinder. Third day was perfect, you know, it couldn't be any better for everyone involved. Couldn't have asked for much more. Everybody's legs slightly tired, but I'm sure tonight they'll enjoy it, and then look at it again tomorrow, and before you know it, we'll be thinking about next year and what we can do and what we can do better. I think they've been through a lot of stress, trials, tribulations, everything you can imagine. The weather played its toll initially. Lack of sleep. We're staying in military accommodation to minimise the cost. So I think, you know, the legs will be feeling it first, but mentally, the pleasure in doing it, it's exceptional, and I'm absolutely delighted to be part of it.
Underestimated it, but we are here in London, and hopefully David's come to see us as well.
Yeah, good effort.
Everyone did absolutely brilliant. Lovely day for it. What a turnaround from day 1 when it was absolutely horrendous. But we're all here. No one fell off, no serious injuries, so we're all good to go. A few pints, well deserved.
I started following on Friday. Yeah, I knew the first day was going to be hard for them, especially where they were setting off from. But you know, that true veteran spirit, they got through it, and you know, they've blitzed it. So yeah, proper proud of them. Really well done, everyone.
Well, so far it's about 20,000. We've got some money coming from Barclays and what we get in. So hopefully we'll be hitting about £30,000, which is really, really brilliant. And it will help a lot of veterans. And it's just to show the veterans that their buddies care for them, as we all should do, a lot more.